The protein hype. Everyone's trying to sell you protein in different ways, disguised with more sugar, artificial sweeteners, refined flours, all of that crap. Number one question you need to ask yourself, are you trying to get healthier or are you trying to get sicker? All right, yes, there are some people who are deficient in protein. Okay, sarcopenia is the most misused example of people having to have more protein. Yes, it's important not to waste muscle, but in our country, people have sarcopenia because of type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, inflammation, sleep deprivation, etc., etc., etc. Protein is a small part of it. The whole idea is today people are getting more stressed about how much protein to eat, have I hit my macros, etc. Again, I'm reminding you that chronic stress is your biggest enemy. It negates everything you do with nutrition and exercise. That's important for you, but it negates the effects of it if you're chronically stressed. You got to calm down. You got to be happy, easy, move through life, make little decisions. Okay, look at your plate. How can I get protein with every meal? How can I get a little more protein with every meal? Forget about 30 grams, 40 grams, etc. There's a population who loves to do that. Measure their macros, they're building muscle, they're training. Please go ahead and do it. For everyone else, if it's stressing you out, it's not worth it. Start off with adding a little bit more protein with each meal. You did a heavy workout, etc. Have some more protein. Because I'll tell you one thing about the protein hype. Most people are doing it wrong. If you are increasing your protein, you have to have more fiber. If you are increasing your protein, you have to have more water. Most people are dehydrated. If you are increasing your protein and you are that person misusing antacids, or you're continuously on antacids, you know the discomfort you're going to have, and most of that protein is useless because you have less stomach acid. You need stomach acid to break down protein into amino acids. The next biggest reason is people are taking more protein thinking it helps them lose weight and build muscle, but their workouts are not consistent or not progressive enough. You can have all the protein in the world, but if your muscles don't have a reason for uptake, which means I got to break down muscles. I need to work out muscle so there's an uptake of amino acids to repair and build those muscles. Most people are not even doing that, and that's why protein is being pushed onto you. And people are, hey, Luke, I'm taking so much of protein. I don't see the gains. I'm feeling bloated. I'm feeling horrible. I'm feeling tired. The point is, protein is not your magic solution. If you are deficient in protein and you're training, it's a problem. If you're deficient in protein and you're living, you're going to have issues. You want longevity, you want to gracefully age, you need the right amount of muscle, which we will automatically waste. But the solution isn't high protein. The solution is the protein that your body type requires for the kind of training you do, your sickness that you may have, your lifestyle, adequate protein for your health. Not high protein. You do not need a high protein diet. You need protein sufficient for your body type and your health goals. The more we keep being desperate about protein, the more you have people trying to push it to you in different ways. I can't tell you the amount of destruction to your gut health over time, and we're already seeing it with people taking protein powders that have artificial sweeteners, colors, flavors, Dutch chocolate, strawberry, cookies and cream. I don't have a problem with this. Ask yourself, am I trying to get healthier or sicker? A lot of people say, hey, Luke, do you have whey protein? I do have whey protein. Sometimes I have 2 shakes a day because I have a small appetite. As much as I would like to get all my protein from my eggs, my chicken, my legumes, etc., I do. But I fall short because I have a small appetite. So on some days I'll have 1, some days I'll have 2. But what do? I do an unflavored protein. I add taste to it. I add a tablespoon of raw cacao. Sometimes I'll add coconut flakes to it, etc. I figure it out. I'll add beetroot powder to it sometimes. I just figure it out. But the point is, am I consuming protein for my taste or for my health? And that's what we're being spoiled because everyone is, hit the Indian palate. Indians love taste. So they give you bullshit protein with the most amount of flavors called natural flavors, which is nothing but natural. And you're spoiling your health, your teenagers' health, and your kids' health by giving them this crap. The point is, again, ask yourself, why am I taking protein? I want it for muscle, I want it for recovery, I want it for my building blocks, etc. What is the cleanest protein I can get into my body? So there are a lot of brands out there that are absolute trash, and there are brands out there that are great. The point is, I will still choose an unflavored brand that is clean because the only thing I want is protein. I don't want anything else. I can add flavor. I can add all of that stuff, my choice, my calculations, and what I want to do. So the whole point is, Stop with the protein hype. I don't have a single patient or a client in front of me, okay, who massively went on a high protein diet and had miraculous changes. But the people who slowly increased their protein, getting one meal right, the second, the third, training, add a little more, they had the best results. We have bodybuilders too, natural bodybuilders who come to us. The highest they've ever gone to is 2.2 grams, and that too just before competition. We have average people coming in, hey, Luke, I'm 1.8, I'm 2, etc., etc., etc. The point is, be sensible. Everyone's different. Everyone's requirement for protein is different. You got to make the right choice, because I can tell you right now, your high protein diet is doing more damage to you than good. You move high protein according to your training, according to your muscle, according to your body's demands, not because Instagram is telling you to do it.
Stay tuned for more. We're going to continue our journey, learning, sharing, and evolving.